So this morning, I was going for a walk and my AirPod fell out of my ear into my iced coffee. And then I drove to Nashville for a dentist appointment and got pulled over. Even though he gave me a ticket, it could have been worse. He could have given me a ticket for reckless driving, considering I was more than, 15 or whatever over. And he didn't, so thank you, officer. Appreciate you. And then when I arrived at said dental appointment, I got really bad health news. So apparently, I can take on more. Something sad is happening today. He doesn't even care. You don't even care. The Porsche came in. Is getting sold. I'm gonna miss that sound so much. This one's getting sold next. That deal should be done tomorrow. Goodbye, Porsche. It occurred to me walking back to the house, I should talk about the Porsche and the Jaguar. So for those who know me, huge car enthusiast, what you probably don't know is that the planning or the, strategy behind the cars is that I buy cars usually from auction damaged, repair them, and then I can drive them. So I'll have a bunch of really nice, cars. I go to a lot of car shows and I'm really involved in the car community. So when you get your cars damaged like that, you have a massive markup if you can, repair them back to their original kind of state. So what I do with cars, usually we will purchase the car, repair it, enjoy it for a year, drive it, have so much fun with it, and then come tax time the following year, sell the cars, pay off my taxes for my companies, or especially Melrose, the adult creator company. So it's nice. It's a nice little tax piggy bank, and sometimes they appreciate in value. So even though you get to drive the car for a year, sometimes when we go to sell it, I'll make a couple bucks on it, and then you have that nice little extra couple grand on top of having kind of driven a car for free all year, and then pay off the taxes for my company, my adult creator company, with what I get out of the car. So this is like a nice formula for the most part. Problem is, if you know stuff about cars, last year the car market really tanked pretty badly, and I couldn't offload the cars. I couldn't sell them. So I have taxes overdue, and finally, the stress of that is overwhelming. But finally, the car sold. So this is how it always happens. They won't sell. I'll be super stressed about it. And then for some reason, they'll all sell at once. And this is the pattern of my life. This is not the first time this has happened. So the Cayman sold today. I finally got the wire transfer. So that will be getting shipped hopefully tomorrow, maybe the next day, depending when the wire clears. And then the Jaguar sold, closed the deal yesterday. We don't have money in hand. So when we have cash in hand, then I guess it'll be sold tomorrow technically. But this is a big relief because that's something that's been on my plate, but I am happy to get off of it.
I'm not having an issue with the sponsor decks, to be honest. I don't really know what to do there, so maybe we can discuss that on Monday. I'm really just not even sure what that's. I tried to do it and I'm like, I don't even know.
I'm in too many meetings. Podcast. Super different. Yeah. How did it know there was love that calendar graphic so much? So I told and I was like, I'll go explore and play with this, and then 5 hours have gone. Society. I think that's a great place to start. I think I was too quick to accept. It's so many meetings. I'm not getting nearly enough of my own content done right now, and I need to reduce meetings. The meetings are insane. Because my schedule is so tightly packed between all the companies, between real life, between being an adult performer. One thing I really appreciate about Slushy as a platform is the fact that they allow for creator automation. So I can create an automation where if I do X thing, Y will happen. And
having tools like that as a creator helps so much when you're building things that you want to scale. Like when you want to build real companies, when you want to diversify your income streams, when you want to do more and have more leverage on your time, that is ultimately one of the main core reasons why I love Slushy as a platform, because tools like that for me as a creator give me the most leverage on my time. And there aren't a ton of tools like that out there for us. So huge shout out to Slushy for sponsoring this video.
So, one of the things that I really want to talk, let's hide my house for safety reasons, shall we? One of the things I feel really needs some discussion is the fact that we launched the community last week. We have over 180 members at the time of me filming this vlog, and I'm really excited. Not just because, you know, everything went really, really well and the feedback has been amazing, but I am mostly happy that what we've built in terms of a community seems to be useful to you guys. Everything you guys have said, all the comments, all the love, I'm so immensely feeling it. It feels so good to be able to provide something that you guys feel is valuable, is useful, makes you feel safe. Like, that feedback is, I can't put in words how much that means to me, so thank you guys. And if you're not already part of CEO Society, please consider joining. You will love it there, I promise. This is what everyone else is saying about it.
I have found someone who is pretty fucking smart. I'm gonna tag her below. Her name is Melrose, and she has a company called SWCEO, Sex Worker CEO, and she is absolutely brilliant. What she's doing, it's phenomenal.
The CEO Society is such an amazing place. It has community, it has knowledge, which is absolutely priceless. It keeps me accountable every single day. I get so much admin work done. And I just wanted to thank you, Melrose. We needed this, for sure. It's a very lonely business, and I finally feel like I belong. So thank you.
Being part of the CEO Society is super fun because we're a community of creators who uplift each other, help each other out, and share our knowledge and resources, and that's what's been missing from the industry. So come and join us.
Okay, so I guess we should talk about my health, because that's an update, right? I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. I wasn't ready to talk about it then. I did not think I would include this stuff in the vlog. I ultimately decided it actually is very important, and I'll explain why. But 2 years ago at Expos Miami, I had come back from the conference and I had a routine dental cleaning that I had scheduled, and I went to, and they did my updated x-rays with this new advanced machine called a cone x-ray, and it x-rays your whole head. And as soon as the x-ray developed, they saw a really big mass in my sinus cavity that they felt was so alarming that they rushed me to a surgery center. I didn't know anything. It was very scary. My family came out, my husband came out. What they ultimately told me was that it currently doesn't have signatures of, you know, a tumor. So all we know, it could have always been there and never have bothered you. You just hadn't had this kind of x-ray to know that it was there. It might be something you were born with. Like, let's not panic. Let's monitor it via x-ray in 6 months and see how it goes. 6 months later, that x-ray showed that it hadn't grown. So I was free and clear, wasn't super worried about it anymore. So when I went for this recent dental cleaning, I asked them to rerun the x-ray just for peace of mind, and they did. And the x-ray came back and it was much larger. It's currently taking up almost my entire sinus cavity, that side of my face. And now we're more concerned. So next week I have a appointment on Tuesday, which is why the Twitter space is canceled, to go consult with the surgeon and see what they think and see what we need to do and possibly have surgery that same day. So I don't know what things are gonna look like in the immediate future. And I wanted to include this in the vlog despite it being uncomfortable and despite me not liking this part of vlogging at all, because I think it's important. There's so many creators, performers, sex workers, and we rely on our health and on our bodies and on our image to make an income. And when something is wrong with your health, you can't work, and it's very scary. I can't tell you how many times I've thought about, like, if I got in a car accident or if something horrible happened where I couldn't work because it is a physical labor. I depend on me being well to do the work that I do. I think that is important to include because there are so many people that don't understand that this is also something that we struggle with and face with our jobs. So many adult performers and creators don't have medical or health insurance because we're self-employed. We have almost this additional stress and this additional weight on our shoulders because our income can drastically, very quickly change based on our health. That's important that people realize and understand and get. So as much as I don't want to be sharing this, I think it's important and it will help people understand us and the work we do better. I'll keep you updated. You'll find out next week what happens. And I'm hopelessly optimistic as a person. When I saw the latest x-ray, I did go and cry in my car, call my mom, call my husband. And I didn't film that because I'm bad at vlogging, and when real things happen, the last thing I want to do is like, let me capture this. So I'm sorry there's no footage. I will be better. I will do better. I'm scared. I am very scared. I think that the universe is on my side and everything happens for a reason, and we'll get through this. We have no choice. Super inconvenient to the schedule. I really have a fuck ton on my plate right now, and I don't see how I can do it all if I have to take downtime to recover from something like this. So we're gonna see how next week plays out. In the meantime, while I'm well and intact, I'm gonna go pre-film some content, because even though I'm telling you guys this, I'm not telling my fans. Shh. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, you guys, my AirPods still fucking work.